There's a certain amount of intelligence in, forcing yourself to get up in the morning and go for a run. There's intelligence in that. It's like the being able to control the mind and this sort of binary approach to intelligence that we have.
Yeah. And so many people are amazingly brilliant in a narrow domain.
Yeah.
They don't scale to others, and we care about general intelligence. So take someone like Warren Buffett. No one's better at making money. But then what to do with that money is a separate problem. And he's, 100 and something years old.
Right.
He has $200 billion. And what is he doing with that resource?
He's drinking Coca-Cola and eating McDonald's.
While living in a house he bought 30 years ago.
Yeah.
So it seems like you can optimize on that. Like putting $160 billion of his dollars towards immortality would be a good bet for him.
Yeah, and the first thing they would do is tell him, stop drinking Coca-Cola. What are you doing? He drinks it every day.
I don't know if it's marketing he's invested, so he's just like...
Well, I think he probably has really good doctors and really good medical care that counteracts his poor choices.
But we're not in a world where you can spend money to buy life extension. No matter how many billions you have, you're not going to live to 200 right now.
We're close. We're really close. We're really close.
We've been told this before.
One interesting... No, but I talk to a lot of people that are on the forefront of a lot of this research. And there's a lot of breakthroughs that are happening right now that are pretty spectacular. That if you scale, assuming that superintelligence doesn't wipe us out in the next 50 years, which is really charitable, that's a rose-colored glasses perspective, right? 50 years.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people like yourself think it's a year away or 2 years away from being far more intelligent.
5, 10 doesn't matter. Same problem.
Yes, same problem. I mean,
I know in animal models we made some progress, mice and things like that, but it doesn't usually scale to humans. And of course, you need 120 years to run the experiment, and you'll never get permission in the first place. So we're not that close.
Well, we don't know that it doesn't scale to humans. We do know that we share a lot of characteristics, biological characteristics of these mammals. Yep. And it makes sense that it would scale to human beings. But the thing is, it hasn't been done yet. Right, so if it's the game that we're playing, if we're in the simulation, if we're playing Half-Life or whatever it is, and we're at this point of the game, we're like, how old are you, Roman?
45.
Okay.
6. I need to look it up on Wikipedia.
Well, I'm almost 58, and so this is at the point of the game where you start worrying. Like, I'm almost running out of game. But if I can get this magic power-up, this magic power-up will give me another 100 years. Oh, boy. Let me find it. Let me chase it down.
Hard limit of 120. I don't think we're crossing it at scale. And here's an interesting...
At scale.
Well,
but with unique individuals. Like this Brian Johnson guy who's taking his son's blood and transfusing it into his own. And
super cool. Love what he's doing. But so much of it is cosmetic. He colors his hair. He makes it look better. But like how much of it is going to make him live longer, right?
Yeah. Interesting. Yeah.
Here's what I noticed. We keep electing older and older politicians, presidents, senators. You'd think we're trying to send a hint, like use some of our tax dollars to solve aging.
Yeah,
and
but
they don't seem to take the bait.
No, they don't take the bait. The problem is the type of people that want to be politicians. That is not the type of people that you really want running anything. You almost want involuntary politicians. You almost want like very benevolent, super intelligent people that don't want the job.
Yeah.
Maybe we have to have like some countries have voluntary enlistment in the military. Maybe you want to have a voluntary. Involuntary. Instead of voluntary politicians, because then you're only going to get sociopaths. Maybe you just want to draft certain highly intelligent but benevolent people.
Problem is, highly intelligent people are not aligned with average people. What they find desirable and valuable may not be well received by general public.
Right. That's true, too.
So that's a big concern. At least here you have a representative of the people, whatever that means.
Sort of. You really have the representative of major corporations and special interest groups, which is also part of the problem, is that you've allowed money to get so deeply intertwined with the way decisions are made.
It feels like money gets canceled. Each side gets $1 billion donation, and then it's actual election.
Sort of, except it's like the Bill Hicks joke. It's like there's one puppet holding, one politician holding two puppets is one guy.